Form 4, Chapter 4, Working with Algebra. Chapter 4.1, Substituting Numbers into Formulae and Expressions. In this chapter, you will be using letters in expressions to stand for mathematical quantities. Sometimes you are told the numerical value of each letter. It is then possible to work out the value of the corresponding expressions. For an example, x plus 3 is an algebraic expression. If x has the value 5, then clearly x plus 3 has the value 8. Care must be taken when substituting given numbers into more intricate expressions. In particular, be careful with minus signs and squares, cubes, etc. Remember the order of priorities described by BIDMAS, which you have done before. You should work out brackets first, then indices, squares, cubes, etc. Next come division and multiplication together, and finally addition and subtraction also together. To get a good idea, one example is given below. If P is equals to 5, Q is equals to 2 and R is equals to minus 4 or negative 4, work out the values of. There are three parts: A 3p plus 4q, B 2p squared, C pq minus pr. Then solution for A: 3p plus 4q, 3 multiplied by 5. I put that as the bracket 5 plus 4 into bracket 2. The final answer is 15 plus 8, 23. That is multiply before adding. That is the BIDMAS rule. Part B, 2p squared equals to 2 into 5 squared, which equals 2 into 25 equals 50. That is indices before multiplying. That is also BIDMAS I and M letter, which is indicated by the red letters. Part C, PQ minus 5R, 5 into 2 brackets minus 5 into minus 4 inside the brackets. That is 10 minus into minus 20. That is 10 plus 20, minus into minus becomes plus, which equals to 30. Multiply before subtracting BIDMAS. That is M first, then S. Then another example: if x is equals to 4, y equals to minus 1 and z equals to 3, work out the values of 3 times x plus 2z brackets squared. Part B, 2x plus 3y divided by z plus y. Solution for part A: 3 into brackets 4 into 2 into 3 whole thing squared. That comes to 3 into 4 plus 6 squared. That is 3 into 100 equals 100. Then according to BIDMAS, brackets first, then indices, then multiplying, it comes to B, I and M, indicated by the red letters. Part B, 2x plus 3y divided by z plus y equals 2 into 4 plus 3 into negative 1 inside the bracket divided by 3 plus negative 1 again inside the brackets. That comes to 8 plus minus 3 divided by 3 plus minus 1. Final answer 5 by 2, which is a improper fraction, that is equals to 2.5. It's a mixed number. In algebraic fractions, you should evaluate the top and bottom separately first, then do the division. Sometimes you need to substitute values into a formula rather than an expression. The only difference is that the formula contains an equal sign, so the final numerical answer can tell you the value of another algebraic letter, as in the next example. See the example below. The distance s travelled by a particle is given by the formula s equals ut plus half at squared, which you are familiar with the physics equation. Part A. Use your calculator to work out the value of s when a equals 9.8 and t equals 3.5 and u equals 2.4. All three are to the first decimal point. Write down all the figures from your calculator display. Then solution for A, s equals ut plus half at squared, 2.4 into 3.5 plus 1 divided by 2, that is half, into 9.8 into 3, that is x to the power 2 button, equals to 68.425. Then part B. There are few questions I have selected from the textbook. Number 13. The number of bacteria n in a colony is modeled by the formula n equals 250 times 1 plus kt, where t is the time and k is the growth factor. Part A. Find the value of n when k equals 0.3 and t equals 1.5. Write down the number of bacteria at time t equals 0. Now you can take the formula n equals 2500 brackets 1 plus kt, close the brackets, substitute the values k equals 0.3 and t equals 1.3, use the calculator and get the value of n for the given two values. Part B. Write down the number of bacteria at time t equals 0. What you have to do, use the formula back again. N equals 2500 brackets 1 plus k into 0, that becomes 0. Therefore n is equals to 2500. Question number 14 you can do on your own. Part A and part B. Question number 15 also a very famous equation from the physics, V equals IR, that is Ohm's law. Part A. Find the exact value of V when I equals 13 mostly amperes and R equals 20 ohms. You can substitute 13 into 20 and get the answer as whatever comes. Part B. Find the value of R when V equals 240 and I equals 13, giving your answer to three significant figures. Right. Now we are coming to the chapter 4.2, working with indices. Indices are used in algebra as a short notation when a quantity is multiplied by itself repeatedly. In the previous section, you used x squared set as x squared to meet x into x. In a similar way, x to the power 3 set as x cubed is a short way of writing x multiplied by x multiplied by x. The number 203 is a power or index. Sometimes you will meet higher indices too. Then we can see by the following examples. They ask to simplify f into f into f. Solution for that is f to the power 3. Part B, t into t into t into t, and that finally comes to t to the power 4. Then part C, 2 into m into n, that when you take out the multiple sign, it boils down to 2m squared. Now, you have probably already met the idea of simplifying algebraic expressions using indices, which are powers such as squares or cubes. For examples, you may have been asked to simplify x squared into x cubed, or perhaps y to the power 4 to the power 3. The rules of simplifying such expressions are quite straightforward, but they can appear confusing at first. You should practice in order to be able to apply them confidently and correctly. Here are the rules of multiplication and division. Multiplication, you can see when x to the power a into x to the power b, where x is the base number, then you can write it in simple x to the power a plus b, and the division x to the power a divided by x to the power b, base number is the same, x to the power a minus b. That is, the first is called the first law of indices, second is the second law of indices. Then there is another one down there, x to the power a to the power n equals x a into n. Simplify these expressions. These are the simple examples for you, because when you come to the higher grades, most probably you can make so many mistakes regarding this. Now first you multiply 3 and 5, then you multiply x to the power 2 and x to the power 3. The final answer is 15 into x to the power 5, first law of indices. 32, 4y to the power 2 divided by 2y. If you want, you can write it as 2y to the power 1. Then according to the second law of indices, 4 can be divided by 2, which gives you 2, and y to the power 2 divided by y to the power 1 is y to the power 2 minus 1, that is y to the power 1 or y. 33, example for the third law of indices, 3z to the power 2 to the power 3. These are the type of questions, especially the upper grades, Form 5 and 5 upper and lower students. They will do the answer as 3z to the power 6, but they are not multiplying 3 to the power 3. And I can remember in this, the lower Form 5, there is one question. Most of the students, they have left 3 to the power 3 and they put the answer as 3z to the power 6. So the question number 34, 35 and 36 are also the examples of the laws of indices. Now we are coming to Chapter 4, Section 3, Expanding Brackets. This is also very important regarding you. In this section, you will learn how to expand and simplify brackets. The instruction simplify tells you to collect together like terms where possible. The next example reminds you how to collect like terms. The particular examples will solve your problems and you can understand it very clearly. Part A, expand. 4y brackets 5 minus 3y. Part B, 2z brackets 3z squared minus 4z plus 1. Now solution for A, 4y 5 minus 3 comes to 4y remains the same into 5 first term minus 4y into 3y is the second term, and final answer 20y minus 12y squared. Multiply each term inside the brackets by 4y. Part B, 2z 3z squared minus 4z plus 1 equals to 2z into 3z squared minus 2z into 4z plus 2z into 1. That is, multiply each term inside the brackets by 2z. And finally it comes to 6x to the power 3 minus 8 squared plus 2z. Examination questions often require you to do this twice and then collect like terms to write the results in a neater form or accurate form. In such a case, you will be told to expand and simplify. Expand and simplify as in the next example. Example, expand and simplify 4 times 3x plus 7 plus 5 times x plus 2. That is how we are going to write the question. Then the solution, 4 times 3x plus 7 comes to 12x plus 28 plus 5x minus plus 10. Sorry, I made a mistake. Plus 10. And 12x plus 5x becomes 17x. 28 plus 10 comes to 38. Then that is collecting 12x plus 5x to make 17x and 28 plus and plus 10 to make plus 38. Next, watch carefully when there is a minus sign in front of one of the brackets, because the multiplication is much more tricky, and this is the place where the most of the upper form and lower form 5 students goes wrong. Now yesterday I correct some papers. Form 5 lower, there is a question like this, but I think 75% of the students made mistakes. They are not considering the negative sign in front of 2. Now see the solution. 5 times 4x plus 3, no question for you, but minus 2 times x plus 3, that is equals to 20x plus 15. You can write it properly, but the mistake is in the next term they are writing, and if you all can write minus 2x plus 6, but it is not so. When there is a negative sign in front of the brackets, all the signs inside the brackets will change. That is, minus 2x minus 6. Finally, you collect the 20x and 2x comes to 18x. 15 minus 6 is 9. Section 4.4, multiplying brackets together. It is possible to expand the product of a pair of brackets multiplied together. There are several possible methods, all leading to the same end result. These include smiles and eyebrow, FOIL method, and a grid method. They are demonstrated in the following examples. Now see one example. Expand and simplify. X plus 3, 2x plus 5. Solution: x plus 3, 2x plus 5. You multiply x and 2x first. Then you multiply 3 and 2x second. Multiply x and plus 5 third. And multiply 3 and 5 fourth, which comes to 2x squared plus 6x plus 5x plus 15. The smiles and eyebrows shows which pair of terms are multiplying at each stage. And finally 2x squared plus 11x plus 15. Then the second example, 2x plus 3 into 3x minus 1. Solution: here we are using the FOIL method, which means first 2x multiplied by 3x gives 6x squared. Then outside 1, 2x times minus 1, which comes minus 2x. Inside, 3 times into 3x gives plus 9x. The last one gives plus 3 into minus 1 minus 3. And the final answer comes to 6x squared plus 7x minus 3 when you simplify the answer above. 17. Chapter 4.5, factorizing. We are introducing the factorizing. By the first thing, the factorizing is the common factors. Whatever the factorizing question is given, you must see the common factors at the very first. Now in the book says, sometimes it is desirable to apply the reverse of expanding brackets. This is known as factorizing. I will tell you the reverse of expanding brackets. This is known as factorizing. The idea is to take an expression that does not contain brackets and rewrite it as some kind of product of factors, so that brackets are required in the final answer. There are several different types of factorization on the IGCSE specification, which you are going to follow from hereafter, and you should learn to recognize when it is appropriate to use each time. The simplest type of factorization is to extract a common factor. Extract means you have to take out the common factor. You examine the terms of the expression one at a time and look for the highest numerical n or algebraic factors of each term, as in the below two examples. One example, factorize 16x plus 20y. Now the easiest way, you take the common factor of 16 and 20, that is the LCM of 16 and 20. The highest common factor, HCF, is 16 and 20. You take that out as 4. But x and y there are no common factors. Therefore, the solution comes 4 times brackets 4x plus 5y, which you don't have any common factor factor here. Then another example, 18x plus 24x squared. Now 18 and 24, highest common factor is 6, and here x and x squared, the lowest of the x power is x. When you take 6x out, the first term inside the bracket remains as 3, plus the second term, when you take 6x out, it comes to 4x. Therefore, your answer is 6x times 3 plus 4x. Even if there are more terms, you can break down the terms and more letters, the same overall principle applies. Now first find the highest common factor of the numerical coefficients, then the highest common factor of the x parts, then the y parts, and so on it goes on. Then the book selected a very good example below. Factorize 22x to the power 2 y to the power 3 plus 33x to the power 3 y to the power 2 minus 44x to the power 4 y. The highest common factor of 22, 33 and 44 is 11. Then x to the power 2, x to the power 3 and x to the power 4. The lowest power is x to the power 2, y to the power 3, y to the power 2 and y to the power 1. Lowest is y to the power 1. Then the 22x squared y cubed plus 33x to the power 3y squared minus 44x to the power 4y can be factorized by taking the highest common factor out, 11x squared y term plus term minus term, and final answer is 11x squared y within brackets 2y squared plus 3xy minus 4x squared. I think those things are the necessary and important things about the chapter 4. Then I have to wind up this video, and thank you for the kind listening, and thank you back again.